First off, I got my Scala 38 by Gossamer Gear.
I've got the Gossamer Gear Mariposa 60. I've used this pack for 3 seasons now.
Real quick, I'm jumping in because I'm super bummed because this video is so good and so informative, but it was so windy and my autofocus was just tweaking the whole time, as you'll see. So bear with me because there's a lot of blurry in and out focus throughout this whole video, but it's so informative and I had such a great time with Tammy. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, even with the crappy focus and autofocus and wind mess. So thank you and I'm sorry.
And it is doing great. The only thing I have a little bit here from something, probably a critter went for it, but it is solid. I love this pack, super comfortable. I'm a huge Gossamer Gear fan.
Me too.
Yeah, which is kind of fun how we started this video. It's like, oh, you use Gossamer Gear too. Not many people do. Yeah. I feel like in California, because it's not a big
The only places I've really seen it is in the middle of nowhere on a trail.
Wow,
and
very cool.
I mean backcountry, like there'll be people that have them.
These packs are amazing.
Biggest difference too between our packs right now is mine's frameless and hers has the cool frame inside, which helps a ton for your back and support. So let's dive in here. So I'm gonna unclip. Our packs are packed differently, so we're not gonna pull out the same gear at the same time. So kind of just pull them out and talk about it. But I guess for me, the first thing I have on top, which typically is pretty high up, is my Thermarest Neo Air. I had this pad last year, but I primarily use my Big Agnes pad a lot. I took this pad back like a year ago, and once I did, I only thought about it for the whole year. And I was like, I just want to get that pad back. I talked to Thermarest about it too. I was like, I don't know what it is. It's like, it's not even the comfiest pad I have. There's just something that screams like backpacker about this pad. I don't know why or what it is.
Is it a 3-season?
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. This is the warmest pad I have. It's 4.8 R value.
That's pretty good.
And summertime, it's almost unbearable if it's hot because it's so warm. So that's the only con. But I will not use my quilt if that's the case.
I've never used Thermarest.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a long wide, so it's tapered too.
Okay.
And then inside, I keep my flex tail pump inside of here, a little air pump. That way it's all in one place. Let's see, what do you pull? Okay. Pull your first thing here.
Okay, well, mine's a little different.
That's okay.
The way people pack obviously is a different thing. I load most of my weight here because I have pretty strong shoulders, and usually my bear can will be at the top of things, and then I tend to take my puffy that I sometimes will sleep in or camp at night, and I tuck it around, and then I stuff my quilt deep into the back of my bear can just to kind of protect my back. Because this backpack, while it does have a pad, sometimes my bear can is metal, so the edges of it can get into my back, and I hate that.
Well, and it's like spaced out perfectly enough to where
it's perfect. And I don't use a stuff sack for my quilt. I just tuck it around. This has been with me for years. It now is primarily my backpacking. It's a Cotopaxi Fuego. It packs super light. It's tiny. It does weigh more than most of the puffies. It's probably 10 ounces, I think. But I love it. Synthetic? It's down. Nice. It's special. I've had it since the John Muir Trail, and it just, every time I see it and I see pictures of it, I'm just like, I just love it. And I use it sometimes to sleep. Okay.
On the top is my shelter. It's not in the bag. Well, actually part of my shelter. It is my Gossamer twin tarp that they sent.
Whoa.
This is a 2-person tarp technically. It's very spacious, but I think when it comes to storm mode, it's perfect because when it's raining, you don't want to be cramped in there. You have the opportunity to be in the middle while still having enough space to kind of like move around inside of there. But that pairs with my Bora Gear bivy, my Sil Poly coffin, as we referred to it.
Whoa.
This weighs
What is this fabric?
It's Sil Poly, and it's coated with DWR, and it has a giant S zipper, so it goes all the way down. You can get the chest or the S.
Wow.
This weighs like 5.5 ounces, and it's very water resistant. I got it very wet and did not get wet through it in the rain. And it packs down to about the size of an orange. When you want to actually pack it down.
I've never seen one of those.
The top.
So it's kind of a bivy.
It is a bivy, yeah.
Okay, does it have a frame, or
so it's got a bathtub floor. Those Vargo stakes I was talking about.
Yes.
There's 4 stake points that I pull out.
Okay.
The top will stake to my tarp, so it is off my face.
Oh.
And so I have this option of my mesh to where it's breathable, but we got these specifically to push ourselves out of our comfort zone, but also to be able to,
Yep.
because it's different.
It is different,
And,
but it's interesting.
It is, and it's intended for those perfect stargazing nights where if it's buggy and you want to cowboy camp, but you don't want to be obliterated by mosquitoes, I can lay inside of this. I can use it with or without the tarp. I can use it as a ground sheet if I choose to lay on top of it. It's super versatile, and you can set this up with the tarp in so many different ways.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Never seen that
and
before.
together, the total weighs about
intrigued.
16 and a half ounces
Really?
for these two.
Wow.
So it's not terrible.
So essentially, you're on the ground, you have a bivvy.
Mm-hmm.
You go inside the bivvy with whatever, we don't know what you have in there as far as a quilt or a sleeping bag.
This fits in my bivvy.
Assume you have a quilt.
This all fits inside too, the bivvy.
Everything goes in that.
I got the long and wide, so that whole mesh part I'll put up at the end, so it acts as even more of a barrier to rain or backsplash.
So the tarp then goes over everything, stakes into the ground. You use your trekking poles.
Everything has multi-purpose.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I'll show
That's
you.
cool.
I'll set it.
Okay, this is a.
Oh, this is the one.
Okay.
She's been trashing this piece of gear.
I'm sorry. I do. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. This is the Z-Pax Plex Solo. I'm 5'2", and I can't tell you how much my feet and my head touch this.
Which she saved me like $600 because I've been wanting this thing for a long time.
$750.
God, excuse
me. It's a $700 tent. Now, the reason I have it is because I have bad knees, and I needed to have as light of a situation as I can, but now I'm like, maybe I want that. This tent is nicknamed Ziploc. Zippy, Zipster, because basically it's like living in a Ziploc bag when it gets wet. It does fold up really nice. It's super light. Ventilation sucks.
Really?
Oh, there's no ventilation except the bathtub. So you don't have the ventilation at the top. I think they now make them that way.
I hope so.
But I bought this in 2022. So, is that right? Yeah, I bought this in 22 to do the John Muir Trail. Stakes down, even more so because you have to have 10 stakes.
I was going to say, there's a ton of tiles you need to use, right?
There's a lot of stakes because, and then it's complicated. It's not freestanding. I need 10 tent stakes. I have groundhogs. They're pretty simple, but that's heavy.
I take 12 for that setup.
You need 12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because there's 6 on the tarp, 2 for the trekking poles, and then 4 for the bivvy if you want to stake it.
Okay, that's fair. If I had to do it over again, I wouldn't buy this tent. But at the time, it was the highest rated.
Biggest hype thing, too.
Biggest hype.
Every one of my ads on YouTube is that. Hey, Mateo here from Z-Pax. And they show that tent in every
The guy with the beard?
Yeah, the owner.
Yeah.
I think he's the owner.
I mean, I like what they've done, right? I like the idea of it. It weighs nothing.
Simple.
It just sucks in so many ways. If it's a sunny day and I'm on granite.
It's probably hot, right?
I can't even be in it. It's too hot. It gets so hot. I haven't replaced it, but.
Do you think it's from the Dyneema or the color?
It's white. It shouldn't be that. I mean,
it's probably the material then, because I feel like it's kind of heavy. Not heavier, but it's...
And here's another thing that I don't like about it. It was bright white. It's dingy white. And I can't, no matter what I've done, like I'll soak it in the bathtub. Doesn't matter. There have been many times where this bathtub became a bathtub.
That's unfortunate.
Because of water runoff or whatever.
Is there pinholes?
No. No, only became a bathtub because the water ran off the side into the only campsite that we were allowed to be in. Doesn't it have a tall
bathtub floor too, I thought? Isn't it like 7, 8
inches? It has a decent, no, it's not that high.
Maybe the new ones are. Oh yeah.
So this is all the ventilation you get.
Just the edges.
And you can pull it down and tuck it down, but then you lose all your ventilation. And it only has one door on the one side.
We're setting it up later, I need to see.
We can set it up. I should just leave it, let it blow away to the wind.
Throw it behind there, and then I'll go find it and use it.
I actually don't even want to put it with my gear, but no, it's a joke. We call it Zippy, Ziploc, Zipster. It's a single wall, and it's awful when it rains.
Yeah, I can see that. I was very anti-single wall for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm getting comfortable with it now because I'm like, everything we use is pretty treated, I feel like, and it's meant to be wet, but it doesn't mean you want to be.
Well, I feel like you've taken away a single wall with that. You've kind of
yes,
made it
it's
a
almost
double,
a double
right?
wall. It's basically a deconstructed tent.
Right.
But this gets really wet because it's single wall, you know,
Right.
just like any other tent. So,
but you're not going to touch it because it's off of you.
Yeah.
Whereas this tent,
you touch
it gets wet the second you touch it. So morning comes, the dew on the tent.
And it runs.
Oh, it gets all over my quilt.
Yeah, that sucks.
Not so bad the running part, because the water does run off well, but it's damp. Everything's damp. Like, it's just damp. It's not my favorite.
Well, that's a bummer for $750.
It is a huge bummer.
And that's what I was telling her.
But it's light.
There's a lot of people that are ultralight gear fanatics that can't even admit to anything being wrong about a piece of gear, especially when they pay so much for it.
That's so fair.
You don't want to be like, oh, it sucks. You want to pretend and fake it till you make it. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't even want to resell that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like,
you don't want to hurt somebody
who
else.
wants to do that? Who wants to live in that? Not me.
Next, actually, this is on the side here. I'll pull this out. My buddy Dylan got me this for my birthday. It's the Enlightened Equipment hood. So it's pretty goofy to wear sometimes.
I have that.
Do you? It's awesome though.
It snaps to your...
It does snap. It's like
so we're about to find out who has what quilt.
You know what quilt I have.
I can already tell.
Yeah, Enlightened Equipment is one of my favorite brands.
Really?
I think they're so sick. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love them to death.
I just got that hood when I did the Tour de Mont Blanc last year because I was like, I might be cold.
Well, it's nice because it's synthetic, but it's warm, but it's not as hot as I thought it'd be. I thought I would never wear it because I'm a hot sleeper.
Yeah.
And it pairs with this because this has that mesh vent through it, so I'll put it on at night and sit through it. And we kind of make pretty funny ways to wear it too. Like, I've got some crazy photos. Maybe
I
throw in
bet.
here of this thing on.
It's fun.
It's really
Yours
cool.
is nicer, looks nicer than mine. Okay, what's coming next?
Okay, I'll pull out the
Now I'm
bear
excited. What are you pulling
I got
out?
my bear can.
Okay, okay.
Pull yours out, let's see.
I think I can do that.
This is one of a few.
Mine's tucked in there with something.
Do you need me to pull it?
No. Okay.
Get the metal one.
This is the barricade. I only have this well, I have a BV 500, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
I love this. It weighs a pound less than the BV 550, I think it is. Something like that.
They're all different names, I don't know.
I'm just gonna pull this stuff out. I love this bear can because it's light. I fit
Oh, yeah, it's pretty light, yeah.
10 days of food in it.
Is it carbon?
Packed in. It's carbon fiber. This is my trick. This is salt and pepper.
Oh, that's so dope.
So I also usually, well, this won't fit on there. I wish it would. I need to get the spoon that you have because then I could Velcro it
I'll
there.
give you one.
The only thing that I don't like about this bear can is that a lot of times it's hard, when it's really packed tight, it's hard to get the screws undone. And so I just bring a penny along for that. But yeah.
I think they all have cons in that way.
I love this. I want to buy the smaller one, but they're like $400.
For that? Oh, because it's carbon?
They're expensive.
Yeah.
And I keep looking on Facebook Marketplace in hopes that somebody would sell theirs. I don't think I'm ever going to get it. So I should just, I know. Well, I do like the longer trails. And for like JMT and when I did AT, I brought it. I always carry a bear can, no matter where I backpack.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to deal with the mice. I don't want to deal with it. So I don't mind the extra weight of it, knowing that nothing's getting into my food. Next up, you already did your pad, but here's my pad. I have the Nemo Tensor Regular Wide. Mm-hmm. Have you ever used this?
My buddy just bought that one. I had the same pad, but what's that? The next level of R value, the all season, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I had it, but I took it back for the repeat because it was comfortable. To me, it was more suitable, but that is a really great pad.
This pad, I don't think they make this one exactly. I think they discontinued this one and made a new one.
There's some
I love this pad.
Little ones left. Yeah.
This pad is way too big for me.
But that's good.
But I love that.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like to sleep on a pad like the mummy pads where your arms go off the side. Mm-hmm. I have had both of my shoulders fixed. And so to me, I need to sleep with my arms up on something. So the regular wide, I love this pad. I want to say that the R value isn't super high on it. I feel like it's like 4 maybe.
Well, that's good. That's like 3 seasons.
It's not an all season, but yeah, like I do know that pad that you're talking about, the all season. I wouldn't mind getting that one just to have it for winter camping.
Yeah.
I've tried so many different pads and then I come back to this one. It crinkles less. Mm-hmm. Sometimes if I'm doing longer trails, I will also bring with me a sheet that brings my R value up just a little bit and gives me like, I don't know, like 8 degrees. And then I will just wrap it around this pad.
That's a great idea.
And so it really cuts down on noise when you're in a campsite. You know, when you hear somebody moving around all night and they're crinkling all night? I hate that sound. And so this is a quiet pad, very well insulated. I love the pad.
That's sweet.
I'm so set on this. Not what I used on JMT, but I wished I had. I used a mummy pad and it just was miserable. It was
well, and I feel
light.
like we've all come to the conclusion that the pad is like the thing that needs to be the most like comfortable and
like your Cadillac,
your safe space. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so good. Okay.
All right.
What you got?
I got a couple more things. I got my pillow in here, my Xped pillow. I've already said it several times in the videos, but I thought this was going to be an absolute piece of crap pillow. I was chasing weight at the time. It weighs 1.9 ounces. But my God, it's actually really comfortable. I have that huge Sea to Summit one as well. That's like massive. It's like this tall, weighs like 5 ounces, but this is surprising. Super good.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm gonna do this. This is my luxury item, and it's kind of tricky to get out of here.
I'm interested
because I put it on the bottom.
We've been hearing about this all day. I want to see what it is. Oh, is that a Thermarest pillow?
It is.
Oh yeah. Do you like it? You love it.
Is the best pillow on the planet.
Well, there's nothing better than non-air too.
Well, you know, like I sleep with a pillow that's probably this much loftiness. So I also get vertigo if I'm on the air mattresses and the air pads. So my head's bouncing around on that air and I just wake up with vertigo. The thing that's really cool about, my friend gave me this pillow and we actually, when we were 4 days into the AT, we did a section hike in the AT and they had these for sale, the smaller one. And we both bought one because we were just sleeping so bad.
Yeah.
And so when I was getting ready to go do the Tour de Mont Blanc last year, my friend sent me this as a gift. And it's so beautiful because it has the topography. But the cool thing about this pillow is that you can pull it and it can make it, it's great for reading. So normally I would carry 2 to 3 air pillows with me.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
I know,
that's
it's
dope,
ridiculous.
though. I mean, if you like it,
but it's for
comfy.
sleeping. But this one I can actually read with on my pad.
That's
and
cool.
I love this. This is a luxury. I have no idea how much it weighs and I really don't care because sleep is so important. But yeah, this is special. This was my bottom. This goes at the bottom of my thing and it actually does fold up much better, but it's at the bottom. Okay. I got one more thing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I have one more thing. This is just my clothes bag.
Goss bag, food bag.
Yeah, it's Gossamer Gear food bag, but I don't use it as a food bag.
No need.
Yeah, it has like my sleeping. I'm a big fan of Merrowool. It's a company on Amazon that kind of gives Smartwool a run for their money. They make great stuff. I can't usually wear wool. But Smartwool, for some reason, it's merino wool. It's super soft. That's what I wear to bed. If it's a cold night, I have a hat for that. It's just a wool hat. And wool socks by Merrowool.
Comfy.
Yeah, so that's my nighttime usually. I will obviously use my wipes. I clean up at night. I like to clean my feet. I hate having dirty feet.
Yeah, it's kind of
And
nasty,
then, and that's it. Okay, that's my clothes.
Wait, we forgot to talk about our pots. Did you?
We did forget. It's right here.
Okay, I'll get mine.
Yeah,
I forgot mine's even in here because I buried
actually, it was in my bear can, so I kind of pulled it out, and it's like just hanging out here.
All right, I got right here the MSR Titan pot.
Ooh.
It's a little bigger, but one of the cool features that I like, of course it didn't do it now because it's all hot, but the lid actually like stays in there. So like,
oh, I like that. Okay.
Like, you know, it actually stays.
Yeah, unlike that.
But it's got the silicone top piece. So it's already
that's
added.
Nice.
It's got the little.
And then you don't burn your hand on it.
Because like that's a lot of problems. You like, you know, we talked about the tokes or whatever.
I have to use this.
Yeah, you get a towel or
so
something.
it doesn't burn my fingers.
Which inside I do keep another one.
Okay.
I have my sporks that I was telling you about. I love these little MSR sporks. They're really cool.
I like that.
We got the BRS, sold reliable. It's not by no means the best or greatest thing in the world, but it weighs less than an ounce and it does the job. So and the only reason I have this and everything, that's
the same thing.
Because of the reason of I told myself I would use it all year and I have to because I said I was going to.
Okay. So. And these are like $20 on Amazon.
If that, yeah.
I just bought this to do the Lost Coast Trail. So I haven't used it yet, but I replaced it with my Pocket Rocket that now sprays me in the face with gas.
Yeah, be careful. This will do the same thing. And
okay.
So don't turn the can sideways with the fuel.
Yeah.
The first time we bought these last year, me and my buddy, it was his first trip. He got one too. We pulled out the can, screwed it on. I lit it, and it, no joke, turned into a flamethrower. It shot gas 6 feet. It was the coolest and craziest thing. I just threw it on the ground.
Do you want a new one?
Yeah, I do. I actually would love a new one.
I don't like that.
No, it won't do it.
I have a little like childhood trauma. My house caught on fire.
Oh,
so
well,
I have
maybe
a fire
you should
thing.
Switch your stove.
Maybe I will just buy myself a new pocket rocket.
Stick to the self-igniters.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
You keep
I don't mind. I have that in my other thing. In my other.
What about Swedish cloth? Do you like these? You ever heard of this? So cheap.
I do think I have.
See how hard that is?
What do you do with it?
It's a cleaning thing. So the second you get it wet, it gets so.
Nothing but water goes in this.
Oh, okay. See, mine is everything.
Nothing but water goes in this. I'm a stickler for that.
I'm gonna be honest here, though, real quick.
Well, I mean, water, obviously, some coffee, right? But I rinse it out far away from a water source, and I dry it off with my bandana.
Can I tell you a bad confession?
Yeah, go for it.
Up until recently, I never fully washed any of my pots or towels.
You're boiling water.
No, but I'm talking about eating. I just wipe it out, and when I get home, I just put it back.
Just put it back.
And it got to my wife is making a crazy face right now. It got to the point where it's never moldy until recently. There was one time I saw some mold on there, and I was like, I need to start cleaning this. And it wasn't so much because I'm lazy, or it was just like,
it's just
I
something
feel like
you
I'm
forgot to
cleaning
do.
I'm backpacking.
Yeah.
You try to not be as nitpicky with stuff like that when you're out there.
Fair.
So yeah. And then in the last two things in here, I got a pair of the Icebreaker wool leggings here.
Nice. That's a great brand.
Yeah, they're nice. They're light.
I like their shirts.
And then this one here is it's called a Senchi. You ever heard of Senchi Designs? So it's alpha.
Oh.
This is the weirdest material. You wear this, you feel that breeze right now?
Yeah.
You'll feel every piece of fabric. It'll feel like you have a fan blowing when you're walking. And the second you stop, you get warm. But it breathes and it's moisture wicking.
What?
It is the weirdest.
What's the brand?
Senchi Designs.
How's it spelled?
Senchi. I just got an email saying he's going to do another drop. These go so fast.
I've never seen that.
Limited batches, and they will be gone in about 2 hours. Every size will be gone. And he makes a fair amount. There's a few brands that do this.
So is it sort of like a sun hoodie, or is it something that keeps you warm?
You can wear this when you're walking. Like I said, it dries. It's moisture wicking. But the breathability, like if you look through it, it's so see-through.
You can see it. But it keeps you warm?
Yes, it's very odd. It is very odd.
Okay. What fabric is that?
Alpha.
Alpha.
I believe that's what it's called, but feel that. It's weird.
It is weird.
It's almost worth letting you try on later just so you can feel how
wild.
Weird
I've never
is.
seen that before.
And it weighs like 3 or 4 ounces.
Yeah, it doesn't weigh much.
It's very weird. That's all the best way I can describe it. I've never been able to put words to how it is. It is just weird.
Okay, did that strap come with your pot?
What is this stuck on? No, so I buy this from Garage Grown Gear as well.
I love Garage Grown Gear.
I get so
they have
much
the best stuff. I know. It's almost like when you go to like the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, except good stuff.
And it's like you can like pick out all these that's how I got my little toothbrush that goes on here.
Same, yeah.
I didn't do this part because this gets floated around and it ends up in my bear can, but it's a peak design. Peak refuel.
Peak
it's
refuel?
Peak refuel one.
The food brand?
Yeah, I love their stuff.
Yeah, that's the only meals I try to eat sometimes.
See, the meal thing would have been fun.
I know,
because those are the only meals I'll eat.
I went to REI last night to go see if to get my food, and they were closed early. I was like, what the hell?
That's okay. That's okay. It didn't work out. We'll do that another time.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it
I'm
at the
down
same time.
to it.
Okay,
but
ready?
look at how I do take very good care of this thing.
Me too.
When I'm home, it's hung up.
Mine's in a huge box that lofts.
So I have an Enlightened Equipment quilt.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yes.
What degree?
This one, I have several of them, but this one is a 40.
Wow. Okay, I'm cold. So mine's a 10.
I have a 10.
Which probably explains why it's so much bigger in here.
It's a little loftier, but it's worth it because it's so warm.
I love this quilt. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I have. Well, no, you tell me what quilt you have.
The 10 degree I have is the Revelation.
Okay.
This one is the Enigma.
This one is the Enigma.
Oh, there you go. What color is yours?
Navy blue.
Oh, like this? Oh.
Okay, no, stop it. Okay,
Navy
we did
blue.
not know this. We did not know this.
Navy blue. This is my favorite brand in the world. Enlighten Equipment.
We did not know this.
Fixed toe box.
This is fun. Okay, this got even more fun.
Yeah, I love Enlighten.
Seriously?
I'm trying to be a part of that team one day. That'd be awesome.
This is my Enigma, but it is 10 degrees, so it's thicker.
Yours is nice
You can
and warm.
see it.
This thing, you can see through it because there's so little.
I even use this in the summertime because I do get cold. Sometimes if I'm up in like Desolation Wilderness, it drops down to like 40s.
It gets chilly.
I still need a 10 degree. I'm a baby and I don't like to be cold. Okay, so this was my very first quilt I ever bought. I did have a sleeping bag.
Mine was the 10 degree as well.
Wow. You have the Enigma.
Yeah. I love
Okay,
it.
so I have the hood also.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it though.
It's okay.
But that
You
would have
have
been
it.
even crazier. But I got the navy hood. Yours is cool because it would go with your other stuff.
Well, I think this was the only color they made right now.
I had to have it custom made.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did have it custom made, and I will say I ordered it in April of last year, knowing that I was leaving for Europe in the middle of June. So I gave it like 8 weeks. It said 11 weeks on the website. And I was super bummed because it wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
And I reached out to them and I was just like, if there's any chance, like I would really, I'll pay expedited shipping or whatever. Is there any way you could just like, and it came the day before. One of the guys wrote a special note in there and just said, thank you, for being patient or whatever. I waited like almost 10 weeks for it. But I've never used that hood. But
yet? Still?
Not yet.
Oh,
I haven't had to.
You're going to have to now.
But yours has like 3 snaps on it.
Yeah, it's got like the face snaps.
Mine's a little different.
Put it on for
I
the
wish
video.
I'd brought it. Mine has 2 snaps. But maybe because I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's so comfy.
It's funny looking, but it's worth it. And
but who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
You're in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't matter.
Campsite. Okay, last thing, but not least.
Yeah.
We forgot something.
What? Oh, the shoes, yeah. I'm glad you said
When I came in, I was shocked because most people don't wear Ultra Olympuses.
We do.
But he's got the 6s. I got the old school 5s just because I've been getting them discounted.
But they're awesome.
In places.
The 5s were my favorite. That's my first
I will
trail runner.
Never wear it. Everybody's like, oh, you should wear Tobos. I'm like, I'm not wearing Tobos.
No, they're too funny looking.
I also wear gaiters. These are made by Ultra Gam Gaiters. She's here in California, so I kind of dig them. My friend gave me these before we did Grand Canyon, so I like to wear them a lot, but I can't stand it when there's dirt in my shoes.
Yeah.
The only time I get dirt in my shoes then is here
Through
in
all
the
the
toe
fronts,
box.
yeah, all the
like sand
air.
gets through there. If I'm hiking in Arizona, I have that. But these are my favorite shoes by far.
They're the best.
They have the best toe box. Your toes don't feel anything.
Take the soles out, let them dry.
Yep. I actually do different insoles in them.
Me too.
I wear the Super Feet.
Me too.
The
green
Cushion
ones?
Run.
Do you wear
Yes.
the green ones?
Mine
are the green ones that have like maps on them.
I don't know.
They're like meant for backpacking, I think.
No. Well,
See, mine have the
oh no, I have the red Cushion Runs.
these ones.
They're similar though.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah, I need new insoles. And I can
Take
get,
mine out.
how many miles do you get out of yours?
I think I put like 600 miles. They were trashed though. They were
great.
ripped and tore. I was like,
I think 600 miles
Needed
is
to get it.
awesome. I can get anywhere from 500 to 700 out of my shoes if I change these over once.
Yeah.
So I'll get new ones in the middle of it, and they're great shoes. I love them. The sizing changed on them. Did
Bigger
you
or
notice
smaller?
that?
Mine are- I
From
always
the
have-
5 to 6, I had to go up a size.
I
From
buy
the
mine a
4s
half
to
size
5s.
bigger, but my feet are weird too.
Okay.
I got like wide feet, one's bigger than the other, which I hear is pretty normal.
Yeah, I think
I don't know
everybody
if it
has
is.
different size feet.
Hope you guys enjoyed our backpacking setups, and we're glad that we have Tammy on the trail here. And let us know if you like any of the gear we used. If you hate it, leave a comment. If you would change anything differently, let us know. And yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
This was fun.
It's been great.
I would have never expected that we had the same quilt. So we did not plan this.
Yeah, we love Enlightened
That's
Equipment.
crazy.
We love everything.
Enlightened Equipment, Enigma. Such a great quilt.
Well, thank you guys again. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Gear Garden. And real quick, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me at Gear Garden CA, GearGardn CA, as well as Tammy at Tammy on the Trail, TAMIONTHETRAIL on Instagram. Thank you guys, and see you next time.